The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, a frustrating one here. Kind of felt like more of the same from the issues that this team experienced in Owensboro. Shots didn't fall in bunches, kind of streaky, but then you add in turnovers to the mix. What was the issue with ball security today?
I don't have a real good explanation for why the ball security was bad, other than we had multiple players that were careless with the basketball and did not execute the things that we talk about, work on. You can't be more detail oriented than we are about the finer points of this game. You can't be. And we unfortunately have some people right now in this organization that are learning a very, very hard lesson. That is that if you're not detail oriented against competitive individuals, competitive teams, then you're going to be exposed. And today we were obviously exposed.
Positive signs for Carson-Newman. Sean Jones, 15 rebounds. You smashed the glass against a Johnson C. Smith team that's pretty lengthy. 15 boards, that's the highest a player has had for Carson-Newman in a decade, going back to 2006. What did you guys do to get on the glass today?
Challenged guys to get on the glass, but there's nothing new about that. We challenge them every game to get on the glass and to have an aggressive tone. So, in that regard, that's good. That's good for Sean on an individual basis. But unfortunately, it's the team sport on every level. And I can't tell you how disappointed I am in the overall performance. You don't understand how much time we put into this thing to be really, really to be good, and to see the lack of the lack of care. I thought we had right out of the gate, and I have no understanding why. I thought right out of the gate we had one guy in particular that seemed sort of flat, right? I mean, from the jump, and I really don't understand that. And it was sort of a domino effect, man. It was like we had just a really laissez-faire kind of. I guess we thought that they would just give it to us, and that's not what that team is about. And again, I don't know if we could have done a better job of explaining that. Johnson C. Smith historically is a team that fights. They're fighters. I saw, in my experience, that's what they've always been about. And so, for us to not be up to the fight, I just don't understand it.
You bring up that attitude. Is that the reason that this game was so much of a seesaw battle? You'll hit 4 straight shots in a row and then go 4 minutes without hitting a bucket. Or is there another reason for that?
Yeah, I don't have a really good answer for that. I mean, I look at our team, and I think that we saw it this weekend, and now where I told you I thought it was an outlier, it's not an outlier, it's a reality. We've got some very immature people that don't understand. We got several new guys in particular that don't understand that the thing that you can bring every night to the table is great effort, great attitude, and that can be displayed specifically on the defensive end of the floor. This is the worst defensive team we've had since I've been here, by far. Not even close to it. Not even close. I mean, it's not even arguable. And yet it's almost like we have some individuals that just think that you can come out here and outscore people. Well, as we've seen in 3 straight games, and when you're not making shots as effectively, you better have something else you can rely on. And from day one, we've explained to these guys, hey man, we got to be good on both sides of the ball. And we've I guess we just don't have people that right now, enough people that really embrace that and have tasted the sour taste of humiliation and loss for it to sink through, I guess.
You have 2 guys for Johnson C. Smith who really went off. Kirchman with 26 points, 11 assists.
Yeah.
Malik Ford, 21 points, very effective, 8 of 11 from the floor. What was the challenge in slowing those 2 down, especially Kirchman, a guy who averaged 11 coming in and more than doubles up what he does?
He got happy early. I mean, he completely wore Zach out, just completely wore him out. And we tried to make an adjustment, go with a bigger guard. That didn't seem very effective either. So it was whoever we asked to try to stop him and to limit him, did not do a very good job at that. Again, you go into I think going into this game, the guy had made, 2 threes?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's 31%, I believe.
He makes 2 threes. He makes 3 the first half. The second half, obviously, it was putting the ball on the deck and go to the rim. And we didn't chest up. We didn't contain the ball. Our help was limited to non-existent. And all we can do at this point is go back to the drawing board and figure out what can this team do defensively to be sound. Because what I'm seeing right now leaves me to believe that we have got a major problem on our hands defensively, and it's very disappointing because you can live with ups and downs offensively. You can live with that, but to give up the number of points we're giving up consistently now is starting to concern me at a whole nother level.
Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Saturday at Newberry.
Thanks, Cap.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.